I'll say a few words before we start. Shabbat Shalom, and thank you much for being with us this evening. My name is Barry Nicholsberg. I'm the cantorial soloist here at Temple Beth David in Snellville, Georgia. I imagine you tried to tune in and see Rabbi Jesse. He's normally standing right here at this very moment. Instead, he's standing by his wife's side, Eastside Hospital here in Snellville, Georgia, waiting for their twins to be born any moment. And so he is definitely in our thoughts all night long. Now, folks, just so you know what's going on here, we have completely lost internet connection. We don't know why, but we have. So we're running off Judy Kern's cell phone as a hotspot. Hopefully, this will work. And if it doesn't, we at least tried, because it was the only way we're going to get anything done tonight at all. So with that, we're going to start with Bim Bom, and then I will ask Judy to come up and light the candles. Bim biddy bum, bim biddy bim bim bum biddy 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 bim bum, bim biddy bum, bim biddy bim. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, Shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. We are delighted you're with us this evening. We wish you all a wonderful Shabbat as you join us. Judy Kern, our vice president, is making her way up onto the bima now so that she can light the Shabbat candles.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among kindle light.
Oh, Ata Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik shel Shabbat. Folks, we're going to mix it up a little bit tonight. I guess you already figured that out because we started with Bim Bom. But we're going to skip a couple of songs that we normally do, and we're going to move right along. Tonight, we're going to continue with B'chad Dodi as we welcome the Sabbath bride. Oh, this is Frank Monteleone and Bobby Horowitz. And they're flying by the seat of their pants, too, because I haven't told them what we're doing, and I just announce it, and they have to find it, which isn't really fair, but we didn't have time to rehearse. Gentlemen. La 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 lecha doti. La 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 likrat kala, la 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 pnei Shabbat, pnei Shabbat nikabela. Shabbat All right, my voice is warmed up. Bobby's hands warmed up. Frank's hands, I think, are good to go. Bobby, I'd like to go right to the Reader's Cottage. Can we do that, please?
Sure.
That'd be great. And we'll ask B. Horowitz to lead us now in the Reader's Cottage. Page 144, if you have Siddur with you.
Ikadal v'ikadash shemei rabba.
Amen.
Amadi v'rach yirutei v'yamich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon uv'chayedecho beit Yisrael Baga uvizman kariv Imeru Amen. Yesh Rabba Vorach V'yalam Ulam Me'amaya Yitbarach V'yitabach V'yipar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yithadar V'yitaleh V'yitalach Shemed Kusha B'richu Leila Min Kol B'chata V'shirata Tush B'chata V'nechemata Tamiran B'yalma V'yimeru Amen.
For those of you joining us just a few minutes late this evening, first Shabbat Shalom. I am Barry Nicholsburg. I'm the cantorial soloist here at Temple Beth David. Rabbi Jesse is with our Rebbetzin Shira at East Side Hospital here in Snellville as they await the birth of their twin daughters. So we wish them every possible success. We're going to be singing a song for all the women out there, and we will make sure that we sing it especially for those two little girls who are about to come into this world. Joining me this evening, Frank Monteleone and Bobby Horowitz, and I will thank them repeatedly throughout the evening, but the one I have to absolutely thank is Judy Kern, because if it were not for her, none of us would be seen this evening at all. I won't go into what happened while we were waiting to go live. She has as much hair now as I do. I'd like to do the Baruch Hu. I think I'm going to do it a little differently, gentlemen.
We're going to do it differently.
Hang on. We're going to do it a little differently this evening. Yes, let's try just something a little different. I will turn my back to you so I can face, but Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMivorach Baruch Adonai HaMivorach HaMivorach Le'olam Va'ed HaMivorach HaMivorach Le'olam Va'ed. Just trying a few little things this evening. On page 148, if you have the book, please read along, starting with Blessed are you. If you don't, I'll read for you, I promise. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzavot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim. On the bottom of page 150, everlasting love you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. This evening, when we get to the Devar Torah, we will be talking specifically about that section. If you would like to either physically or psychologically rise for the Shema on page 152, please join us however you're most comfortable. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Le'olam va'ed. Le'olam va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. You stood, please be seated. I'm going to chant the Ahavta. This, for those of you not familiar with this, the tune is actually a trope from the Torah. It's been chanted this way for thousands of years, and I trust will be chanted the exact same way for thousands more. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levacha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha v'hayu hadavarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom advavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibata bam v'shiftecha b'veitecha u'v'leftecha b'derech v'shovtecha u'v'kumecha u'kshatam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu l'totafot ben einecha u'ktavtam amzuzot beitecha u'b'hisharecha L'mahan tizkaru v'asitem et kel mitzvotai v'yetem kadoshim le'Elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hoteichem yeretz Mitzrayim liot lachem le'Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem Adonai Elohechem emet. Who is like you, O God, among the gods that are worshipped? Who is like you, majestic holiness, awesome in splendor, working wonders? Your children witnessed your sovereignty, the sea splitting before Moses and Miriam. This is our God, they cried. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Thus it is said, Adonai redeemed Jacob from a hand stronger than his own. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. Once again, I'd like to refer to our Devar Torah this evening, which will talk about the time shortly after the splitting of the sea and after all the plagues, all the miracles that were shown to the Israelis. They still doubted, and they paid a terrible price. We're going to page 158, and we'll sing Michalcha. Gentlemen, whenever you're ready.
Noratehilo Osefet, Noratehilo Osefet. Malechoteha Uvanecha, Okea Yamlim Sheu, Sehelianu Biamru, Sehelianu Biamru, Adonai Yino. Adonai Yino Leolam Amo Kaba Elimadonai Amo Adonai Barodesh Noratehilo Osek Noratehilo Osek.
Someone asked me recently what my favorite Shabbat song is, and I said I can't pick just one. But on near the top of the list would certainly be Hashkivenu. It is a beautiful lullaby. We will sing it first in Hebrew, and then we will sing it in English. I hope you enjoy it both ways.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Shalom, Shalom. B'Hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Ufrosalenu Sukkot Shlomecha, Ufrosalenu Sukkot Shlomecha. Amen. Shelters beneath thy wings, O Adonai, guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai, keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us God wrong from right. Amen. 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 Amen.
The people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages, a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. Now, we've come to a part where we have the reader's choice. We're not going to do both this evening. We will either do Vishamru or Yismachu. And I will ask Bobby which you'd prefer this evening.
Yismachu is a little upbeat.
Yismachu it
A
is.
little upbeat.
Very good. Gentlemen, Yismachu. Page 162.
Yes. So we find it since we're a little.
That's okay.
You
F sharp, I think.
Okay. You ready? He's ready. You ready? I'm ready.
I got it in front of me. Yismechu b'malechutecha, shomrei, 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 Shabbat koreh, oneg Shabbat. Yismechu b'malechutecha, shomrei, 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 Shabbat koreh, oneg Shabbat. Mikadeshe, Mikadeshe Shevi Shabbat, Kulam Yismeho, Vayangu mitu b'Shabbat, Yismehu b'malechutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat koreh, oneg Shabbat. Yismehu b'malechutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat koreh, oneg Shabbat. Uvashvi ratzita po, radita po v'kidashto Shabbat, chemdot yamim, oto karata Shabbat. Malechutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat koreh, oneg Shabbat. Malechutecha, Shomrei, 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 Shabbat koreh, oneg Shabbat. זכר למעשה רשישה, זכר למעשה ורשישה, בריסמך מלאכתך, שומרי שבת בקורא עונג שבת, בריסמך מלאכתך, שומרי שבת בקורא עונג שבת. Bobby, it was a great choice. I'm glad you made that one. Going to do the tefillah next. It is a standing prayer. I'm actually going to do it a slightly different way than we're accustomed to doing it. Just because I'm feeling sort of in the mood like the high holy days, even though it's only mid-June and they're still 3 months away. It just, Bobby and I are going to do a piece later that we really only do on the high holy days. And we're going to try it this evening just because we think it'd be fun. And I'm just in the mood. So I'm going to do the tefillah the way it's done on the high holy days, which just doesn't have accompaniment. That's all. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Velohei Avotenu ve'Imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Velohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Velohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor Behanora El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Hava Melech Oser U'Mashiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Abraham V'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gipor Leolam Adonai Michaye Hakal Ata Rab Oshia Morid Hatal Mechakel Chaim Per Chesed Mechaye Hakol Per Rachamim Rabim Somef Noflim Per Ofei Cholim Umatir Asorim Kayem Unato Lishen Me'afar Ilchamocha Pal Kipurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechaye Umatzia Mitshua V'ne'emanat Alechayot Ha'akol Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye Ha'akol Ata kadosh v'shimcha kadosh u'kadoshim b'chol yom yahalaluhu asela Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Please either physically or spiritually be seated. Even in these days of COVID-19, our worlds are still busy and noisy. We may not be facing traffic jams every day or even horns blaring, but our cell phones ringing constantly. We're always getting text messages. Too often we hear without listening. Let's take a moment to embrace the gift that only the quiet in our minds can deliver. I invite you to join me in praying silently.
Eitz Chaim Hi V'Mahazikim Bach V'Tomcheha Me'usha Deracheha Dacheno V'chol Netivoteha Shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Kadesh Yameinu Kedem Etz Chaim Hi V'Machazikim Bach V'Tomcheha Me'usha Deracheha Dacheno V'chol Netivoteha Shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Kadesh Yameinu Kedem.
There is very little that I enjoy in this life more than singing with Bobby Horowitz. Those duets just, you want to know my favorite songs? The ones I sing with Bobby. I have not sung Ritzay in quite some time. We're going to sing Ritzay tonight instead of Shalom Rab. They're both songs of peace. This one is usually sung in the High Holy Days. But since the rabbi's away, we'll give it a try. Gentlemen, when you're ready. Ritzay Adonai Eloheinu Amcha Yisrael Od Filatam Bi'ahava Tekabel U'tehil Ratzon Tamid Avodat Yisrael Yisrael Amecha El Karov Lechol Ki Penei Levadecha V'chaneno Shpoch Ruchacha Aleinu V'techezena Eneinu Shuvecha L'Tzion Berachamim Baruch Atah Adonai HaMachazeh Shechinato Letzion. 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 Thank you for joining us. We've come to that part of the service known as the Mishaberach, where we pray for those who are in need of physical healing or any sort of healing. If you have names that you would like to add to this evening's list, please put them in the chat box so Judy Kern, who's sitting there, can read them aloud. We can all hear them. Judy, do we have any names? Okay. Frank, do you have any names you would like to add to the Mishberach list this evening? Okay. Bobby?
Jackie Fletcher Horowitz, Susie Horowitz, and Owen and Speck, and Andrew.
Thank you.
And Rebitson.
And the Rebitson.
Rebitson Shear. And
the girls. Yes, indeed. I would like to add Shelley Perkle, Deanne Cooney, Brendan Gibson, Paula Terry, Peter Yarrow, Anya Polara, Louisa Piet, Natalie Kohlhaas, Jackie Horowitz, Ben DeSalvo, Joel Kellner, Laura Friedman, Sonia Freitas, Mickey D'Amato, George Kirchhoff, Dean Kirchhoff. I too will add Jackie Horowitz, and all of those afflicted with COVID-19. Judy has some names she would like to add.
Stacy Bernard-Roth, Gary X, DX, Carly Hills, Steve Smith, Karen Fulbright, Jackie Fletcher Horowitz, Irma Schiller, Ann Tepper, Rebitson Shira, and the two yet to be named girls now known as Baby Girl A and Baby Girl B. Shelley Perkle, Jackie Fletcher Horowitz.
Thank you. If you think of others, please let us know. Instead of singing the Mishaberach right now, we're actually going to sing something new you probably have not heard before. I'm going to let you know what this is in English before we sing it in Hebrew. And when we finish this song, which is more like a chant, that I hope you will join us in, then we will sing the Mishberach. This song is Ana Elna. Those are almost the whole words. It's Ana Elna, Rafa Nala. And you will hear it over and over again. It means, I ask the power of love, please heal her. I ask power, please heal her. For all those who are ailing, and sending out to Jackie Fletcher Horowitz and Rebitson Shira and all those, please, as you pick up the tune, join us. It's a beautiful chant. Okay.
I'm sorry, one more time. Ana elna lepa. Ana elna lepa nala. Ana elna lepa nala. Elna lefarana. Ana elna lefarana. Ana elna lefarana.
Thank you. Thank you, Bobby. Bobby found that and he worked it up, and I could not be happier about it. Now we will sing Shabbat, which was originally written, at least this version of it was written by Debbie Friedman. She rest in peace. She wrote many of the songs we sing on Shabbat. Mishaberach is certainly among the Are You Ready? Very good. We'll wait, no problem. This is what happens when I make it up on the fly. Mishaberach Avoteinu Mikor HaBrecha Imotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishaberach Imotenu Mikor HaBrecha Avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with Ruach Shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. So when the rabbi called me at 1:45 this afternoon and said he's going to be just a tad busy this evening, could I pinch hit? I said, sure, I'd be happy to do that. But I have not prepared a Devar Torah. And I had prepared one, but for the life of me, I don't know what I did with it, which is very interesting because I don't believe there are mistakes in this world. I just think I wasn't supposed to have it in front of me, which is interesting. Okay. I can't find it. I have no idea what I did with it. It was here earlier. It's right there. Well, it's not now. Okay. Here's how I remember it. Be careful what you ask for. You might just get it. That's really the Devar Torah's message for this evening. You see, the Israelis were moving through the desert. They were about to enter the land of Canaan, the land of Israel. God told Moses to send 12 guides, one from each of the 12 tribes, into the land of Canaan to see for themselves and to come back and to report that it truly was the land of milk and honey. And Moses selected 12 people, and they came back. It says in the Torah that the grapes were so large that it took 2 men to carry just a stack of them. They said, is flowing with produce of every kind and goats and open fields, and there's everything you could ever possibly imagine. And Moses said, this is fantastic news. God told us we would be going there. And 10 of the 12 said, not so fast. You see, the land is inhabited by giants. And we just look like grasshoppers compared to those guys. They would kill us in a heartbeat. Now that's 10 out of 12. Caleb and Joshua were the 2 who said, don't be ridiculous. God told us to go. We need to go. Well, the people of Israel said, oh, why did we ever come this far? We've been betrayed by God. We must go back to Egypt. After all that was said, after all that was done, after all the miracles, the people still did not have faith. They somehow put their faith in these 10 men, who, in fact, according to the Torah, were lying. We don't know quite why their imaginations took hold. But God said to Moses, I'm just going to wipe out the entire lot of you and move on to someone else. Moses said, hang on just a second. If you do that, the pharaohs in Egypt are going to say, see, we told you all along, your God cannot protect you. Look what happened. And God said, okay, you've got a point. But the 10 who went into the land of Canaan and came back lying, they will never cross into that land again. And they did not. But when the Israelites did cross, they found that there were wars, that they were beaten badly. And they were beaten badly because God was terribly upset that they had lost faith. Ultimately, of course, they prevailed. So how does that relate to today? When I study the Torah and have been in this position for about 3 years while we searched for a rabbi, I had the wonderful opportunity of studying it weekly. It always seems to relate to what's happening in the world exactly at that time. There's no such thing as consequence. It can't be. Today is Juneteenth. America has awakened after 150 years, 155 years, to the fact that, wait a minute, Black people and white people really should be treated equally. Brown people and white people and black people and red people and all people. It says that all men are created equal. It should have said all people, because all men and women are created equal. But this country has been blinded for 155 years, much more than that, really, because it's been blinded since the time slavery began. And somehow it was justified that it was okay to own people. And we as Jews, ourselves, having been slaves in the land of Egypt, having been bought and sold as cattle, we have a collective memory of that. So how is it that Jews and blacks have fought side by side for the right to vote, for the right to live, period, not just to live one place or the other, just the right to live? I was very sad these last couple of weeks because it's been a great time of introspection for me. I was brought up where a third, all the people I knew had the tattooed numbers on their arms. I didn't even think about it. I knew they came from concentration camps, but it was just so normal that I just didn't think about it. But I was told that anti-Semitism is everywhere. And I had to be on guard all the time. And I was also told that the German people obviously knew what was going on in concentration camps and turned their backs on those cries. They knew exactly what was going on there and did nothing about it. Well, guess what? I thought that was horrible. And then it occurred to me, it's me. It's me right here in the United States of America, because for 69 years, I've seen what goes on. And what have I done about it? I've lived believing that somehow it was okay. That if I just didn't see it, it just didn't exist. I had to worry too much about anti-Semitism, to worry about biracial, interracial, racial issues. I believe that line in the sand has finally, from a national standpoint, finally been crossed. It took George Floyd to give his life. Finally, we woke up as a country. White, black, brown, every color. We have said collectively, you cannot put your knee on a man's neck and keep it there for almost 9 minutes until he dies. You can't do that. As a paramedic for 30 years, I worked hand in hand with officers all the time. Locals, state cops, federal cops, all the time. I considered them among my best friends. I have never once known, not once known, an officer of the law at any level to mistreat people like we have just seen. But it's continued to happen. Hardly a week has ever gone by, not just here in Atlanta or Minneapolis. It's happened in every city. I read a story just a day or two ago of a black man, 24 years in the Air Force as a master sergeant, decided to retire, bought some property, owned his own house, and bought an apartment building. And as he went over to the apartment building, he noticed that there were some men, white men in this particular case who were dumping a refrigerator. They didn't live on the property. They weren't his tenants. And he said to them, you got to go. You can't do this. And they left, and a few minutes later came back with some friends, and these 5 men surrounded him. And they threatened him with racial epithets. And they harassed him. He reached into his pocket, drew a gun. And he held them at gunpoint while he called 911. This is what's happening. And the police came and they arrested him. When I was telling that to a woman who I work with almost every single day, who happens to be black, she said, I knew the end of that story before you said it, because it happens every day. I have had innumerable conversations with lots of cops, and I've considered them friends. Frank Monteleone, right behind me, one of them, in one of the toughest precincts in America. God bless him for that. I don't know if he ever saw what we're seeing, but I know Frank well enough that if he ever saw something like that, he would have stopped it. It is time for us collectively to say enough. No more knees on necks. No more redlining. No more discrimination in any way, shape, or form. People are people. Let's see them as people. That's what this week's Torah portion says. Be careful what you ask for. We ask for equality. Well, we're going to get it. It's tearing this country at its very seams. Unfortunately, that's what apparently we need as a society to right this unbelievable wrong, to be able to look at people as people first. That property owner was finally released later that night. The police went and arrested 5 men. The question in the article was very telling. It asked if the races were reversed. If it was a white man who was surrounded by 5 black men who were harassing him, and he pulled a gun and held the 5 men at gunpoint while the police arrived, would they have arrested the white man? You can answer it for yourself. Time is over. It gives us a great deal to think about. I'm glad I lived to this point where I could say, I'm not going to have my eyes shut anymore. And whatever I can possibly do, I will. Shabbat Shalom. I'm going to ask if he could come down to the Aron and open the ark for us. And we will, once she gets the ark open, we will sing Aleinu. I would normally do that, but I'm over here tonight. Please rise, spiritually or physically. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשי, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצו, ולא שמנו כמשפחת האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונה, ואנחנו קוראים ומשחרים ומודים לפני מלך מלא המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ועושה הארץ, ומושב יקרוב בשמיים ממעל, ושינת עוזו בגוהי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפת תולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשיבותה אל לבביך, היא אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. For you spread out the heavens and established the earth. Your majestic abode is in the heavens above. Your mighty presence is in the loftiest heights. You are our God, there is none else. In truth, you are our sovereign without compare, as is written in your Torah. Know then this day and take it to heart, that Adonai is surely God in the heavens above and on the earth below. There is none else. V'nemar v'haya Adonai lamelech al kol haaretz bayom ha'ho o Shemo echad. Toda rabah, yasher koach. All I did was thank her and congratulate her. Page 592. When I die, give what's left of me away, children and old men that wait to die. And if you need to cry, cry for your brother walking the street beside you. And when you need me, put your arms around anyone and give to them what you need to give to me. I want to leave you something better than words or sounds. Look for me in the people I've known or loved. And if you cannot give me away, at least let me live in your eyes and not in your mind. You can love me best by letting hands touch hands and letting go of children that need to be free. Love doesn't die, people do. So when all that's left of me is love, give me away. If you have names of anyone you would like to be remembered, we are within the first 7 days of their passing. That means we're in the period of Shabbat. Thank you, Donald Woodruff. May his memory always be for a blessing. We remember from our congregation Brian Baker, Al Fine, Florence Press, Sanford Falbaum, Zelda Fields, Leon Berlin, Saul Wittner, George Smith Jr., Marvin Frank, Ethel Rubin, Rose Falbaum, Celia Greenberg Rushin, Elabeth Green, Norman Lekach, Harry Peck, Helen Brudner, Pedro Martinez, Norman Freed, Mickey McKinney, and Eleanor Beardsley. Are there any other names you would like to add to this list? Please join me in reciting the mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yikadash shmei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach yirutei v'yamliuch malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agala b'zman kri v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mivorach l'olam omeo maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yithalev v'yithalal shmei kadashah barichu. Le'elamim kol brachata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, damiran bi'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehei shla rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Seh shalom b'imroma, uyas shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Its harmony on high, bring peace to us and all Israel, and let us say, Amen. Let us move on to Adon Olam. Adon Olam, kol nivra, v'chetzof kol, azai melech, shemo nikra, v'acharei tichlot hakol, levado yimloch nora, veho haya, veho hove, veho yeh, betifara, vehu echad, v'ein sheni, להמשילו, להכבירה, בלי ראשית, בלי תכלית, בלא העוז והמשרה, והוא אלי, וחי גואלי, ותורחב לי בהן צרה, והוניסי ומנוס לי, מנת כוסי, ביום אקרא בידו אזכיר רוחי ואין תישן וירא ואמרוכי גוויתי אדון עלי ולא ירא. Someone asked me recently why we slow down on that last verse. Let me read it to you in English. Into your hands I entrust my spirit when I sleep and when I wake. And with my spirit, my body also. Adonai is with me, and I shall not fear. I will switch kippahs for just a moment and tell you that, yes, I am actually also the president of this synagogue. And it's time for announcements. If we have internet tomorrow morning, we may have a service. That will depend upon the rabbi and how the rebbitzin is doing and how their new daughters are doing. And if we're not here please. Abel back. He will conduct this daily dose of Jewish. If you go to our website, tbdga.org, you find all of the services and all of the classes that we offer every single day of the week. There's something going on. Unfortunately, it's all virtual at this point because of COVID-19. Regrettably, it's increasing in number here in Gwinnett County, Georgia. And so we still can't gather together and be safe. We do our very best to come to you virtually. And we thank you ever so much for staying with us and being part of this family virtually. We do enjoy, after this service, an opportunity through Zoom to get together and chat. And I hope many of you will take us up. No, Judy is saying that's not going to happen this evening. Okay, well, there must be a reason for that. Judy, I'll give the floor to you.
Yeah, well, we don't have internet here, and I'm going to be driving home, and I'm not sure my phone will last that long. So you'll just have to forgive us. We're not going to do that tonight.
So this evening, there will be no Zoom. Personally, I'm zoomed out anyway, so.
And I also have to apologize. It seems that we may have had some buffering in the last maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but the internet gods are what they are, and I'm doing the best I can back here.
Well, you've done an amazing job. Had it not been for you and your creativity, we would not have had a service this evening. So we are all in your debt. Thank you. Do you have any other announcements, Judy? Gentlemen, any? Okay. We will close with a blessing. Yivarechecha. I hope you will rise in spirit. Bobby?
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May the Lord bless you and keep you.
Yair Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha.
May the Lord make his face to shed light upon you and be gracious unto you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May the Lord lift up his face unto you and give you peace.
V'yasem lecha shalom.
From Temple Beth David in Snellville, Georgia. Shabbat Shalom.